Good afternoon, all. Camelback Trading 2724 coming to you this Monday afternoon, December 30th. Looking at the last 3 days of the market profile on the SPY ETF. And the bears got a little accomplished today as they stopped the one-time framing up first on the daily again, and then took out last week's low to stop the one-time framing up in the weekly. So both the short-term and intermediate term have now come into balance. The longer-term monthly is still one-time framing up. It did, however, turn into a B shape for the most part. We didn't get 9 wide. Looked like we would easily, but we didn't. We ended 8 wide. And in fact, the POC was raised early at one point, which led to a little head fake, which I'll explain in a little while. But we end up with a B shape for long liquidation. Nice afternoon rally high. So we'll see, we're back into this balance. We'll show you that on the charts as well. As far as opportunities, missed a real good one early today. So we opened, went up a couple of ticks, right? We took out, right away, we took out the POC from Friday. I was looking for this to get up to H&K to take a short position. Remember, I said that in the video this morning. Well, we never got there, started driving down. I didn't do anything initially, and that's fine. What I should have done is, because I said in the video, if we take out, right, the price probe initially was rejected. Right? If you went home short below the price probe, we opened, you were in a hole. So the price probe was rejected. However, fairly quickly, it got right back down and into that price probe. That was the trade. Once we took out AB low and got into the price probe from Friday, I should have gotten on board with a short, because you knew you were going to take out Friday's low, and you knew you were going to test that lowest accepted price again. So even if that held, it would have been a good trade. And it didn't hold. And in fact, we closed the gap also. Missed that trade. I've said on Twitter, why didn't I get on board? That's a good question. I don't know, but I did not. The first trade I made a very, very small call play, I believe. Yes, an A. Right when we filled the gap, made small on it. I want to see if they just wanted to fill the gap. That was a small one. I did nothing in B. Did nothing in C. When D started opening and we had the inside period and we couldn't take out C or B's low, I got long calls. So even though value was lower and we were one-time framing down, it looked like it wanted to stop the one-time framing and I was going to take it up to value high at the time. And that's what it did. So that was my first trade of the day. Turned out to be a decent trade. My best trade of the day, by far, came after that. Once I got out of the long, then I was looking for a short. I was looking for an afternoon rally high. We were ready at the time. We were 5 out of 6 wide. So once F started going up, I started a short position in F, added on to it 2 more times, had a really nice size at G period. And then once H couldn't take out F's high at all, you knew, well, the odds were it was going to work. And as soon as we stopped the one-time framing up, it started flushing. Now, here's where I got thrown a curveball. When we got down, it raised the POC, actually, because I period never could get down to our original POC. So it raised it. And so when I went back up a bit, I took off the rest of B's high. It turned out to be a very nice trade. But if that POC wasn't raised, I never would have gotten out of that trade. The remainder of which I had, which is still a decent amount, would have taken off some at POC. We finally got the flush in J. I was looking for that in I. But anyway, very good trade. I was very happy with it. And that was the only trade I did for the rest of the day. Okay, let's go to destinations now. So, for the upside, we have 2 afternoon rally highs now, the last 2 days. G's period, 322.06 is your afternoon rally high. We closed at 321.13. So almost $1 high is your first destination on the upside. Then we have today's high of 323.10. Yesterday's afternoon rally high, 323.30. And you should have the other ones I gave you earlier this morning's video. For the downside, our first destination will be today's low of 320.55. Then we have 320.37 daily low, and then those single prints from the 19th. One gets filled at 320.25, the other at 320.11. 319.75 daily low, 319.53 daily low, poor low, 319.48 daily low, and then 319.17, which is the next weekly low, and then fill in the gap at 318.67 from December 16th. That's the important one. Okay. And then let's look at the charts with 1 day to go in the trading year. Like I said, the monthly, one time framing up for 2 months with the gap. My main focus, weekly, has now come into balance. Now, even though we stopped one time framing up in the weekly and daily, we still have gaps. So it's still healthy. It's just taking a breather now, right? We took out last week's low. We are now in balance. So now we see if we hold that other week's low and the gap. And daily, again, after one time framing up for 2 days, we're in balance. There's still a bunch of gaps below us, right? 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's a ton of them still, at least 4, if not more. But now we're in balance. Now, balance is a very, it's like, it's not a science. It's like an art. People are going to use different balances. So I'm still not sure exactly how I'm going to use this, whether I encompass this entire thing or what. So for now, I'm just going to say we are in balance in the daily. Hope you had a good day trading. Have a great night, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.